And we are live. Welcome to another edition of DT Live. This is Monday evening, June 4th, 2018. What I plan to do this evening is I'm going to try to play a little bit of Team Fortress 2. Occasionally I do play some games on these live streams. I'm not really a gamer, so I'm usually pretty horrible. You guys have seen some of my streams of me trying to play Counter-Strike, or what was some of the other stuff? Serious Sam, other first-person shooters. I'm not that good at them. Of course, I don't spend a lot of time gaming, but Team Fortress 2, I did play a little bit of 5-6 years ago when Steam for Linux first came out. Team Fortress 2 was actually one of the very first games that was available for Linux on the Steam platform. So, let's see. Has anybody showed up here in the chat? Yeah, we've got a few folks here. Linux user, he says, I'm first. He was actually here before the stream started. Joel Eisner, woohoo, I'm here for the second live stream in a row. How you doing, Joel? Mr. F, Mr. Go F yourself. He says, sup, DT. Sup, Mr. F. Ansem is here. He says, hello. Tony T. Let's see. Yeah, Team Fortress 2 popular on this channel. This is the first time I've actually played it on my channel. Team Fortress 2 is a very popular game on Steam, though. It's got millions of players, it seems. So, he says, what up, man? Yeah. Yeah, Joel, you're doing great? Awesome. Yeah, that's how I'm doing. I'm doing fine. Just the end of a long day here. I've poured myself a beverage. The beverage this evening is nothing special. Yingling Lager. From the oldest brewery in the United States. Yingling. It's out of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Tony T. You play the medic? I'm not really sure what I'm going to play. Again, I played the game for a few hours years ago. Haven't taken a look at Team Fortress 2 in so long. I really am not even going to know how to play the game as far as some of the controls or what have you. I mean, it's a first-person shooter. I kind of know, WASD is usually to navigate around. You're going to use the mouse to point and shoot. So, as far, some of the little nuances, maybe you guys can help me out along the way. Yeah, Joel says he's actually watching this stream on his Manjaro setup tonight as opposed to his MacBook. Awesome. He says it felt it was only right. Yeah, Manjaro is a really nice Linux distribution. I've been on it for a little while now here on my main production machine. I really like it. Yeah, Interceptor, he's asking, do I like IPAs? Yes, I do. Of course, these really strong hoppy beers like an IPA. I usually like them in the winter. I don't like them as much this time of year because it's really hot where I'm at. So, I live here in the southern U.S. I live in Louisiana, and already the heat is pretty brutal. So, I typically drink lighter stuff in the hotter part of the year. In the winter, I drink more IPAs. But I like a good IPA. I like porters, stouts. It's hard to find a beer that I don't like. Let's see. Yeah, Tony T says he finds the Soldier the easiest to start with. Robert Fitzpatrick is here. Ron Lee is here. Ray Lackey. All of them are saying hello. Let's see, Joel. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have nothing but praise for Manjaro. Best distro I've used. Yeah. Mr. Go F. I switched from Debian 9 to Deepin 15.5. Well, they're both, Debian and Deepin is based off of Debian, so you should probably feel okay there. Red Robbo's Workshop. Excuse me. Yeah. Rob, how you doing? He says, hi, Derek. Ron Lee, MX for me right now. MX is great. Says Ansem, I'm watching the stream on Lubuntu 18.10 Cosmic Cuttlefish. Okay, so you're watching us on the pre-alpha of Lubuntu 18.10. And people like to call me unstable. Let's see. Want me to poker you? Wait, what? Let's try to keep it clean here. I don't want to get demonetized here. Pocket. I'm not sure what that means. Want me to pocket you? This is some kind of Steam or gamer lingo. I'm not sure what you're asking there, Tony. Alright, let's see. Speaking of the stream here, is the audio level good? How's the stream looking? It's looking good in the live preview window that I'm checking out. Here in a minute, when I open up Steam, I'll need you guys to let me know about the game volume, because I really won't hear the desktop volume, because of course I'm wearing headphones. So when we start playing the game, if the game is too soft or too loud, you guys be sure to let me know. Dennis is in the chat. He says, "Hi, Derek." Hi, Dennis. Okay. So, yeah, Ansem says everything looks and sounds good. Yeah, appreciate that, Ansem. I'm going to go ahead and get Steam up and running here. Alright. Go ahead and launch Steam. And Joel, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Yeah, what you need? Let's see, he's got a question. Forgot to ask this on yesterday's stream. We're still going to talk more on the GitHub thing, because I'm sure a million people are going to have a lot to ask about Microsoft and GitHub. But now that GitHub has been acquired by Microsoft, what do you think will happen to Atom? Will VS Code replace it? Yeah, that's a great question. Of course, now, you know, Atom was a GitHub project, so GitHub owned Atom. Now Microsoft, of course, owns Atom. Will VS Code replace it? And you know what? I bet they keep both products, because Atom has become pretty popular for an IDE. I don't think they would do anything to try to kill it, because I think they could make money off of it, to be honest. I mean, Atom is pretty good. It's an Electron app. It's slow as far as like startup. Every time I launch an Electron app, Atom included, it seems like it takes like 10-15 seconds for those things to open. So that always bothers me with the Electron apps. Now, once you have it open, though, I mean, Atom is a great, you know, IDE, great, you know, text editor. Of course, it's kind of a clone of Sublime. A lot of people love Sublime. But we're going to get into some of the Microsoft and GitHub stuff today, now that it's official, and now that, you know, Microsoft is starting to comment on the whole thing. Actually, Microsoft, you know, has been making a lot of posts about it, and of course GitHub, on the GitHub page, you see a lot of stuff, you know, congratulating Microsoft for buying GitHub. The funniest thing I saw was GitLab, which of course millions of people are going to leave GitHub and go over to GitLab. GitLab had a congratulations on their main page on the sale, basically congratulating Microsoft for buying GitHub. Which, you know, it seemed like it was sincere, that they were happy for both parties involved, Microsoft and GitHub. But of course, GitLab, what they're really happy about is, you know, all the new accounts that they're about to have. Alright, quickly catching up on the chat here. Again, thank you, Joel, for the super chat. Ray says, I'm wondering the same thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, ultimately we'll have to see what happens, but yeah, I would imagine they're not going to do anything to Atom right away. Too many people use it, you know, for them to do anything to try to kill it. Let's see. I haven't seen anybody talk about, the Atom. What is an open source alternative to Atom? Well, is Atom open source? I think it was open source anyway. I don't know if it'll still be open source. It might be, though. I mean, according to Microsoft, they're embracing open source. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. I don't want to stick around and see how it all plays out on GitHub. I'm not that invested in it, so I just moved all my stuff, went over to GitLab. I've already deleted my repos that I had on GitHub, and I've already deleted my account. So I'm no longer on GitHub. Yeah, and Joel says, I hope so. I think both editors serve slightly different purposes. Yep. You'll have people that prefer one over the other, so you know, they can have two different IDEs. I mean, stranger things have happened. I mean, I don't want anything to do with micro crap. No Atom for me. Well, like I said, let's see what they do with it. At least in the AUR, there's a truly open source variant of VS Code that removes the telemetry and whatnot. Very cool. Visual Vengeance is in the chat. He says, hi chat, hi DT. What's up, Visual? Q1 Fiend, I played too much TF2 back in the day. Always a fan of the heavy and the pyro. We might play the pyro. Well, we might play some of the heavy too. We'll see. Joel Eisner says, no problem, buddy, for the super chat. Thanks, Joel. Anna Rita is in the chat. How you doing, Anna? Visual Vengeance. I've got 1,000 hours in Team Fortress 2. How do you guys spend that much time in a game? 1,000 hours. Never thought I'd see Derek play this. Yeah. You know, I decided like 45 minutes ago that I was going to install this, you know, and try it again and do a live stream. Why? Because I had nothing planned for this evening. And when I have nothing planned, you know, playing a game, it's pretty simple, straightforward. Plus, live streaming, you know, I do a lot of pre-recorded stuff on the channel. Live streaming is okay as long as nobody's here at home. I've got other people, other family members that live here. And if they're on the network, it is very difficult to stream tonight. Nobody is around to suck up the Wi-Fi, so the stream should look good tonight. That's another reason why I decided at the last minute it'd be a good time to stream. So yeah, so Microsoft did it then. Wow, yep, yesterday. Actually, I made that video that they were considering purchasing GitHub. What was that, Saturday? And then Sunday, they bought them. Actually, I think they bought them shortly before I started streaming Sunday, because I didn't realize it until halfway through yesterday's stream that the purchase was official. And today, of course, it's been reported that $7.5 billion was what Microsoft spent on GitHub. So yeah, Interceptor, I use Genie or Kate, not Electron. Yep, Genie is great. I love Genie. It's what I like to use too. If I'm not using Vim, you know, I was doing Vim for that month because I was trying to live in the terminal as much as possible, which I still fire up Vim every now and then. But Genie's really great. No, Tony T says, try Payday 2. Anna Rita, 1,000 hours playing a game. OMG, my wife would kill me. But then again, playing games is not my thing anymore as I grow older. Yeah, Visual Vengeance, it's a fun game. Hope you enjoy it. Looking forward to a chill night. Yep, let's get into it. Steven Anderson's in the chat. He says, good evening. Alright, let's see if I can get this party started here. Go ahead and get this launched. Uh-oh. An error occurred while updating Team Fortress 2. The app is running. Oh, I guess I tried to start it twice. I'm going to let the music play here for a second. If you guys can hear the music. Is audio good? A little low, a little loud. See if I can get... You know what I should have done is I should have set this to play in windowed mode if I could. So I could freely get in and out of the game with my mouse and keyboard. It says it is loading. It's taking a minute though. I'm not sure if this is normal or not. Yeah, Anna Rita says, yeah, window mode is what I like too. I'm going to turn down the volume here on my headphones, but of course your guys' volume is going to be a little different. I can't really hear what you guys are hearing. Yeah, Tony T says, keep in mind, Team Fortress 2 is many years old. I don't mind old games. Heck, I played, what, Battle of Westnoth on a live stream a couple weeks back on on the channel. Battle of West North has been around, oh, at least 15 years. And Tony T, I hate Android chat. My nephews love this game. Yeah. Of course, my name here in Steam, Uniboner, which I've thrown that out there a couple of times, the previous times I've played here. And I've got some people actually that have requested me to be friends. PowerPC, that's Joe Panico that often joins the stream here. He sometimes joins Total OS Today on his show. It's also on Big Daddy Linux every Saturday night, so that's Joe. Lamer Linux here. Amiga God, one of our regulars here on the channel as well. Let's go ahead and start a game. Do we want to do casual, competitive, man versus machine, community servers? You know what? Casual is probably best. Leveling up. Yeah, do we really need to read all of this? We're just going to wing it. Map selection, all of this. Really not sure what I'm doing here, but we're just going to figure it out as we go. Yeah, Ron Lee says it sounds a little loud. Okay, well, I'll turn it down a little bit. I'll put it down just a hair. Yeah, Joel says, OMFG, that's the best Steam username. Well, you know, you guys that are, you know, old enough to remember the Unabomber, there was a terrorist called the Unabomber many years ago. What was that crazy guy's name? Ted Kaczynski? Was like planting, you know, nail bombs and stuff, you know. Anyway, it's a play on the Unabomber name, and I played the trombone, so tromboner, so Uniboner. So yeah, Visual Vengeance. Stay away from the sentries. Those can kill you real quick. Yeah, the Unabomber definitely had a lot more hair than me. He loved to wear a hoodie too, didn't he? Wasn't that like the drawing you always saw when they were on the lookout to try to find him? Alright, is the in-game audio still a little loud? Okay, capture the flag? Okay, so this is a capture the flag. So it's a team-based capture the flag shooter. Let's skip the movie. Alright, who do we want to be here? You know what? We thought about doing the pyro. Let's go ahead and do the pyro.
The stupid train always comes when you least expect it.
I have no idea where I'm going here. I guess I need to follow Team Red here. Where am I going here? I just jumped into some water. I don't remember this playing, you know, this game like 5 years ago. I don't remember doing anything with water. That was pretty cool, though. Okay. Okay, well that... I was killed by the sentry gun, so you guys warned me about the sentry. I should have known. Oh, you'll drown. So you can actually drown in this game? I wasn't paying attention to my health. Engineer on the roof, guys. So I can respawn in 1 second. Okay. That's cool.
Alright, that scout that you were healing is a spy.
I have no idea where the flag is. If this is a capture the flag game. Of course, this guy here is a sniper. I really need to be close to kill anybody with my flamethrower, so I really don't need to be up here.
That's alright, medic.
Somebody's shooting me. Let me get away from the window. Let's see. Now, does falling hurt you? Yes, it does. So I'm down to 2 health. Yeah, so no big falls in this game. That's good to know. Okay. And of course I am dead. So, I warned you guys this might be bad. It's going to take me a minute to remember kind of how to play this. Again, it's been years since I played this, and even years ago when I played it, I didn't play it that much. Just a few hours of gameplay. I am stuck in the game because I didn't do window mode. So what I'm going to do, let me leave this game and I'll come back and join a different game. Let me go ahead and do window mode if I can. Alright, before I do all that, let's catch up on the chat for a second. Yeah, stay away from the sentries. Thank you, Visual. Lee H, he had a lot more hair than, and Joel, you play the trombone. I played trumpet back in high school. I was second trumpet in the jazz band. Very cool. Alan Rocco says, hey people, what's up, Alan? Yeah, of course, we'll drown. Tony T, for your formations, flames don't work in water. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that. That guy on the blue team that jumped in the water, if I could hurt him with my flamethrower. Apparently I can't. With that flamethrower, DT, you get critical hits to enemies, burning them from behind. Ah, so I need to sneak up on them. I get more damage that way. See, these are the things I need to know. This is why, I keep you guys around for these things. I mean, I could read the instructions, but I don't like to do that. Let's see. Wow, that was close. An arrow just flew near your head. Somebody was shooting an arrow? Is there like bows and arrows in this? I thought it was mostly like guns and flamethrowers and bazookas. Ron Lee, I love the DT Live graphic at the top of the view screen. Yeah, that was just a quick GIMP job, actually. Nothing special. I'm not a graphic designer or anything. I can kind of play around in GIMP a little bit, but I don't have that much as far as skill in that department. But some of the OBS overlays you see that I did here in GIMP, these things were pretty simple to do. Nothing complicated here. Anything more complicated than this, I'd probably have to hire a freelancer to do for me. So, we are good to give you game tips then, huh? What am I? Chalk liver? Let's see, there are bows and arrows, but only the sniper can equip them. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can play in windowed mode this time. I guess I should have kept Team Fortress 2 open. Is that because I think I actually have to be in the game to switch to windowed mode, right? Let's see, view. Or do I do it from here? No, I think I actually have to join the game. Yeah, Lee H. Yeah, looks clean and good, yeah. You guys know me, I like clean, minimal, simple, not a lot going on. If you've seen, screenshots of, like my desktop and stuff. Game, you got to do it in game under settings and graphics, yeah. So let's see. Or is it options maybe? Video. Instead of full screen, run in a window. Apply. Okay, did that really do anything? Yes, it did. Okay. So now, yeah, I can freely move my mouse around. Alright. It's hard to tell that I switched to window mode because I'm actually in a tiling window manager. So I don't have like any window decorations anyway. So when I switch to a window mode, it's not obvious that I switched to it, but I can tell, my mouse is free now to come and go as it pleases. Alright. So let's try this again. I'm going to do the pyro again since I only played him for a couple of minutes there and I wasn't doing very good at him. But I know now I really need to be close to people with the flamethrower, obviously. They have to be right next to me. And apparently the best way to kill them is to sneak up from behind. You get more points burning them from behind. Okay, so gonna do the pyro again.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Oh wait, he has a shotgun too? Oh, that's awesome. So why wouldn't I use the shotgun until I'm right up on him? Of course I have an axe. Well, oh, dang. Getting a little antsy there.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Oh, I guess this is a practice round, so we haven't actually started yet.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, this is the start. Well, that didn't last long. Of course, what sucks about being new to a first-person shooter is, you know, a lot of people that have played this before, of course, are going to know the map. Where, for me, you know, I really don't know anything about this map, where the good hiding spots are and everything. Okay. Maybe I should have played Counter-Strike again this evening. This is proving to be a little more difficult. Not that I was any good at Counter-Strike, but this has not been... Wow, I didn't even get out the door before somebody blew me up. I mean, they're right outside the door, the blue team. That's lame. Okay, looking back at the chat real quick. Yeah, use the shotgun underwater or went out of... Okay, there's a fire axe too. Yep. So you got to stop the train before reaching the end of the rails. Okay, so that's the trick on this. Is they're going to push the train, and then we have to stop them before they push the train all the way to the end. Okay. So, okay, I see the little diagram here in front of me that's supposed to represent the train on the track. We've got to stop them before they push it all the way to the end of the track. I'll hang out here. Maybe I can do something in just a second. Well, I did set a few people on fire, but one of them actually did die, so... At least somebody finally died for some of my damage. Got a medical kit of some kind. Wow. What was that? The guy snuck up behind me and stabbed me. With a knife.
Time has been added.
You know what? I probably should have played this game a little bit before starting the stream, because this is horrible. I mean, I'm pretty embarrassed about this. I might, you know, when the stream is done, I might just need to delete this video off the channel. I'm afraid people will actually watch this and think, you know, I'm just horrible as far as gaming, which I am. Alright. Let's try this one more time, and I'm going to get back to the chat here in just a second. Let's see what I can do here as I get back in the action. Oh, wow. Alright, I got the guy that was going to sneak up behind me and stab me. He was pretending to be one of the red team members. I figured you out that time, buddy. But I still ended up dying. That's unfortunate. You know what, my mouse and all is still captured in the game. I don't think I'm in windowed mode. Maybe I need to restart the game. Yeah, I'm just struggling here, guys. I mean, I struggle with a lot of these games, but I'm really struggling with this one. Even trying to get it to windowed mode. Anyway, I'll restart it and see if I can get it back into windowed mode here. Because apparently that wasn't it. My mouse was still captured there. So while it's captured, I can't come back to the chat. So I'm stuck. So I really need to get that windowed mode working here. So, let's see. Yeah, Visual Vengeance. This map is fun. Yeah, use the shotgun, use the fire axe. Could you do a review about Subgraph OS? I could, but I'm not sure what that is. I've never heard of that. I'll have to look that up. See, you've stopped the train from reaching the end of the rails. Okay. And then shotgun with the exclamation point. Yeah, I should have switched to it. Okay. It's better not knowing anything because you blow up. When you blow up, you go, oh, okay. They're camping your spawn. Spawn camping. Yes, I've heard like all the like Asian gamers mention that before. Spawn camping. Yeah. It seems like a really cheap way to win a game too. Let's see. The other team has a heavy, 2 soldiers, and a medic. Will be hard winning this. A rogue and a fedora. Yeah, you got to watch out for the fedoras. But you know what? I caught him that second time. You know, he got me the first time. Yeah, spies. So they're called spies. Can backstab you from behind, and that's an instant kill. All right. Heck yeah. What graphics card are you using on your system? NVIDIA 1060 is what I'm using. Let's see. They can also disguise as your teammates. I don't play games, not as much, but these types of games. Okay. Yeah, GTX 1060. Yep. Use heavy. It is easier for new players. Just be careful for spies. Wow. Strategy. Camping. It really pisses you off if you get ganked. I would do the same. Just enjoy dying. Okay. I wonder why I can't. I'm going to launch the game one more time and see if I can get the windowed mode to work for me. If I can't get windowed mode to work, we might just, I don't know. Not sure what I'm going to do, because I really need to be able to go back from the game, go back to OBS, to the chat and everything. Okay, so we're in windowed mode. So this is a floating mode here. Okay. Alright. I'm going to see if this works here. We're going to start another game. Because usually in these games, when you do windowed mode, your mouse and keyboard are not captured. But in this one, it looks like it captures my mouse to where I cannot get my mouse out of the game while I'm actually in a game. We'll wait a few seconds and see what happens. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The point is now available.
New map.
For capture.
That's good, because I wasn't doing very good at the other map. Now, where are, like, some of my guys? I really should just, like, follow them. Just get behind them.
Secure the control point.
You know, the people that know what they're
Our
doing.
control point captured. Alert. The control point is being contested.
The sentry again. Okay.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Yeah, and apparently, no matter what I do, the mouse is going to be captured in the game.
We have lost the control point.
I will try to keep up with the chat as best I can, but while my mouse is captured in the game, I can't scroll back and see anything. So that's the problem with having your mouse captured, is the chat starts, you know, moving by kind of quick. I won't be able to go back, scroll back, and see what I missed. Okay, well, I hit that guy with the flamethrower several times, and he still didn't die. So this guy, is he some kind of tank? Yeah, I need a hotkey combo to unlock the mouse. Okay, pro tip, huh? Well, maybe the next time I play this game, I'll try that. Let's see. Are you playing this game on a laptop or a desktop? I'm playing this on a desktop. It may look like I'm playing it on a laptop, though. It's bad as I'm playing it.
Can someone kill this fucking spy to the right in that fucking shack?
Okay, and then one of my teammates
Keeps
is cursing, so sorry about all the F-bombs, guys. Anna Rita says, LOL, I like when they go on fire. Yeah, I actually set like 3 of them on fire that time. I don't know if any of them eventually died. Alan Rocco, brains all over the place. That's the heavy. It has the most HP in the game. Okay. The hit points, yeah. So, apparently it takes a lot to kill him, huh? Alright. We're switching to the shotgun for a second. Shotgun I can handle. Oh, back up. Oh my goodness. Oh, shotgun, I like it. Anna Rita, yeah. Maybe I should have tried the heavy. You guys said that was the easiest one to start with, that the pyro was not a good one to start with. And it seems you guys were right. This guy is on the roof. Okay, I don't know what I got hit there, but there are arms and legs flying in different directions there, so pretty sure I'm dead. Let me try one more time as the pyro here, then we might switch over to the heavy. Give it a try. The pyro, though, you're right. You guys have mentioned don't start with this one. Yeah, this is hard.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Got him. And somebody got me. Oh. This game is pretty fun. The problem is I haven't even figured out as far as the team, like if it's capture the flag or whatever. I mean, I haven't even like seen a base or anything. So, let me leave for a second here and go back to the chat. Because I really like team-based first-person shooters, but, you know, a lot of them are, you know, capture the flag kind of games, which are really interesting, really fun, but this almost seems more like a free-for-all. Because I can't figure out, you know, like what the objective is. Like I said, I haven't even seen like the 2 bases yet. Seems like, you know, as soon as you start the game, everybody is dying right away. Alright. So, yeah, annoying game where the mods are the bots. Yeah, I like when they jump and see the body parts flying. Try out the scout if you want shotguns. Yeah, try a machete. All we need is some zombies to go with the game. Yeah. This game looks like a hillbilly shooting game. Yeah, that's why I like it. User First says, go to the war. Yeah, nice kill. You need to capture the point and hold it on that map. You need to okay, you go to the capture point and you try to hold it and defend it from the other team. Is that what we're trying to do here? Yeah, well, we're going to work it out here. Have a little sip of my beverage here. Alright, so Let's find a game here. And this time what I might do, you guys said the heavy was the easiest one to start with. We'll try that one for a second. We'll see how it goes. Alright. It's loading. My performance report is probably not very good. Oh, am I still a pyro? Or do I get to change? Yeah, I get to change. Okay.
Alert. The enemy has taken our
So let's go with this guy. See what happens.
The enemy has dropped our
Okay, well this is interesting how this gun works. This is going to take some getting used to. This is... Apparently somebody set me on fire because I'm burning and I'm losing health. Still on fire. I've only got 27 health points. That's not good. Does this do anything? Yes. It boosted me up. Awesome. I probably shouldn't be up here. I need to be on the ground. And we've already figured out that falling is not a good idea. Okay, I'm back to full health now, but...
intelligence has returned our...
Snake, you're trying to shoot at him with a rocket jumper. It's not going to do any damage. Make it another rocket launcher, okay?
Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing with this heavy character. I mean, this is kind of odd, the way you control the gun. The gun is pointing at the ceiling, but the, you know, like your crosshairs are straight in front of you. And then it takes like a split second when you start firing. Oh, I got him though. Okay. Your intelligence has been dropped. What does that mean? I don't get it. Are they saying I'm an idiot? Okay. You stayed alive as heavy longer than that round than the previous best. Okay, so I did better as a heavy than I ever did as a pyro. Because he has a ton of hit points. I mean, I took a lot of hits. It's almost unfair how many hits I was able to take, actually. The pyro was so weak. Now, the pyro was able to kill people once I was able to hit them with the flamethrower. This guy, it does seem like I do have to shoot him a little bit with the minigun. Okay, somebody... I was killed by that guy. Not exactly sure what he killed me with, but... Yeah, good tip, though, on the heavy. You guys were right on that. So, yeah, this game is going to take some getting used to. Not as easy to get into Team Fortress as it was for Counter-Strike. I was able to get into Counter-Strike pretty easy. This game was a little more involved because of the different classes and... Let's see. Yeah, back to the chat. Yeah, Space Train says hi. How you doing, Space Train? So your first time on the stream? If so, welcome. Let's see. Q1 Fiend, you'll just have to remember to keep your minigun spin up as heavy. It takes a second or two before you can fire. Okay, I see what you're saying. So always kind of keep it lowered, because if I ever let it get all the way up, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Let's see. You might get an F for that, but that LO, I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. What are your thoughts on EU's Article 13? I haven't really gave any thoughts to that at all. Let's see. let me know if you've any questions. We'll try my best to answer them. So apparently Visual Vengeance is pretty good at Team Fortress 2. Should be, though. If you put in 1,000 hours of gameplay, you probably know what you're doing. Yeah, Tony T says cab is a heal. Q1 Fiend, alternate fire button will spin the barrels without firing. Ah, okay. You can also press E to call for the medic if your team has one. I want to see some hillbillies barefoot with their guns. Heavy is close range. Okay, so I have to be close. So trying to shoot them from at a distance like I was doing doesn't work. See, this is the stuff I need to know. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, Visual Vengeance says the intelligence is the briefcase, sort of like a flag. Okay. Alt-click is spin. Okay. What have I got here? Alerts. I have one new item. Okay. Is there any other class that you guys think would be an easy one to get into for a new user? Let's try one more class of character. Let's see. I have a Tomislav. So I'm going to try to do one more different class. Q1 Fiend says the soldier isn't too bad. It's a 4-shot rocket launcher. Okay, well let's try that one. That actually sounds interesting. Is it this one? Or is it this guy? Not sure which one it is. Is it the first guy? It looks like it. Looks like he has a rocket launcher. Let's try him. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a more normal kind of first-person shooter kind of character. Okay, these guys are setting up sentries all over the place. If I was smart, I'd probably hang back here with the sentries, but you guys know me in first-person shooters. I'm going to go all John Rambo on them. Okay, so apparently it's a shotgun. Okay, and apparently I'm the blue team now and not the red team. That's another one. And I remember that from playing this game before. You switch sometimes from red to blue. And a lot of first-person shooter, team-based games, a lot of times your team color is always the same. If that makes sense. Meaning, your team is always the blue team, and the other team is always the red team. You know, you always see it as red and blue like that. You know, it doesn't switch, because it does get confusing when you switch teams. You know, so now I'm blue. People I need to shoot are red. Okay. You know, I couldn't kill anybody as a pyro, but this guy was able to get me pretty easy. Either he's really good or I really suck. Oh, so the second one was the soldier. I picked the scout. That's the glass cannon, double barrel. So basically, this is not a good good character. Well, we're just gonna go with it. We've already picked it. So. Got him. Ha ha.
Bye. Kill it.
Alright. I'm feeling cocky now that I've killed somebody, but I guess the sentry. Yeah, it's a double barrel. Yeah, Visual Vengeance is also your team's engineers can put down those boxes with a dispenser, and if you sit near those, it gives you ammo and health. Okay, so that's like some of the boxes I found along the way. That's like other team members, you know, putting that down. Like there's a special class that just throws ammo everywhere. Alright, let me see if I can go get another kill. I actually was able to kill that heavy. Of course, he walked right into me, and I gave him 2 barrels in the chest. So, okay, I saw the dang sneaky guy, the assassin. Where's he at? Well, I'm reloading. That's not good. I'm so bad at this game. Oh. Alright. We can respawn in 13 seconds. We're going to try one more time as the scout. This is definitely not an easy game, though. I'm actually a little surprised. I mean, I had played this game before, like I said, a few years back. But this game is actually more challenging than I thought it would be. I mean, CSGO was a pretty hard game, too. I mean, it's got a lot of people that play it. It's kind of competitive, too. But I can't even get up the stairs. Well, I'm shooting my own team. That's not good. And somebody threw a rocket and hit me. Let's see if I can get across. Alright, got another one. Well, we got at least 2 kills. I'm down to 1 hit health point here. There is no way I'm not dying. I don't even know if that's the other team or one of my characters, but I shot him a couple of times. Alright. Well, I'm back to the beginning here, so. You know what? It takes a long time to reload on this gun, too. Alright, we got some health points. So now instead of 1, I've got 26 points. Oh, there's some health. If I can get to it before anybody else. Awesome. So now we're up to 89. Now I can get back in the fight. This takes so long. Oh, the sentry again. I was killed by the Sentry of Evil Coaching. That is a cool name. I gotta give him that. Alright. Yeah, don't ever stop as the scout. Try to move, dodge, and jump to avoid taking damage. Visual Vengeance. Good kill, Derek. Thanks for the encouragement. You know, I was actually to get kills as both the Pyro, Heavy, and the Scout. I mean, I was able to kill people as all 3 different characters. Just a couple of people. There wasn't a lot of kills I got as any of them. But let's see. The Scout is really good with the milk. I'm not following you there. Sub 100 hit points is usually a 1 shot by most classes. I think you mistyped that there. You lasted way too long at 1 health. Yeah, the other team kind of gave me a pass there. Maybe they felt sorry for me. Anyway, so this is Team Fortress here. See, the stream has been up, about an hour now. Let's get into some chat here for a second while we're here. Let me see if I can pull up my web browser here. You guys wanted to do a little more talk about Microsoft and GitHub here. Let me go to GitHub. Oh, I must have mistyped GitHub. I went to some car insurance place. Alright, github.com. You guys notice anything here at the top? Microsoft and GitHub. It's announced right here on the front page. Microsoft is acquiring GitHub. Read our blog and Satya Nadella's post to learn more. Now they removed it right here. Earlier today said something about get a free copy of Candy Crush or something. Yes, I don't know. I was reading something. I don't know if it was fake or not, but here on the subreddit Linux Master Race. Let's see. Yes, somebody put this up. I don't know if that's a Photoshop or what. It's saying get a free copy of Candy Crush. Oh, that's funny. But anyway, yeah, so if you want to read the GitHub announcement of the acquisition, you can do that. If you want to read Satya Nadella's post, Satya Nadella is the CEO of Microsoft now. He has a post on the official Microsoft blog about the acquisition. Let's see. Some of the more interesting stuff was this paragraph right here. I'll read it. And Microsoft is all in on open source. We have been on a journey with open source, and today we are active in the open source ecosystem. We contribute to open source projects, and some of our most vibrant developer tools and frameworks are open source. When it comes to our commitment to open source, judge us by the actions we have taken in the recent past, our actions today, and in the future. Okay, fair enough. So basically, Nadella is saying, you know, they're all in on open source. They have open source products of their own, and he's asking people to judge them on their actions today and going forward, not what Microsoft did in the past, which is fair, because he realizes that Microsoft, you know, back in the 80s and 90s, especially under Bill Gates, and then later, you know, the Balmer years, you know, they were very, very anti-open source, anti-free software, anti-Linux. Wasn't it Steve Ballmer that actually called Linux a cancer? And Bill Gates, dating back to the 70s, Bill Gates was railing against free software, basically calling it a plague. So, I mean, I understand what Mr. Nadella is saying. Yeah, judge us by what we're doing now, not what we did in the past. But he's got to understand some of the history with the company that he's, you know, the head of. So, I personally, I mean, if going forward, you know, they do right, you know, with things like GitHub and contributing to the Linux kernel and whatnot, yeah, I might change my opinion a little bit on Microsoft. But you know what? You have to earn that trust. You haven't earned it yet. So, and I'm sure he realizes that too, that it's going to take, you know, a number of years and a number of basically big wins for Microsoft, you know, in the free and open source communities before some of us are going to change our opinion on them. You know, we're just not going to give you a free pass. So, let's see. Yeah, Alan Rocco says, take care. He's working the night shift. See you, Alan. Let's see. The problem with capture the flag in this game is that matches can last forever, especially if both teams dig in and play defensively. Okay. Joel says, it's okay that you're not the best at TF2. We still love watching your streams. Yeah, I actually expected to play really bad at Team Fortress 2, but I played really bad. I mean, that was not good. I've still got Team Fortress open here. I might give it another go here before we kill the stream. Let's see. Great for the previous owner 33 and set. Take care. Okay, that's Alan Rocco said goodnight. Visual Vengeance. Well, if you want my 2 cents, let's all welcome GitHub to the list of failed projects Microsoft acquired. Hotmail, Nokia, Skype, LinkedIn, and now GitHub. Yeah. Let's see, 7.5 billion at 33. Yep. Yeah, 33-year-old basically got a really big payday. 7.5 billion. So, yeah, Lee says it will be interesting to see if they will keep that promise forever. Yeah. You know, they've built so much of their company on being anti-free and open source, and, you know, basically made all their billions on proprietary software. it would be hard for them to really change who they are. I'm not even sure if it's really possible. I mean, I understand, you know, they're putting out all this stuff saying they love Linux, they love Git, they love open source. I don't know. It's strange. I'm not exactly sure, you know, if it's genuine or if it's just a front, some kind of facade they're putting up. Yeah, good point. Wonder if they will make this their open source flagship. Yeah, GitHub? Well, GitHub is not open source, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, it hosts millions of open source projects. Yeah, Present Arms is in the chat. It says, hello, DT. How are you doing, Present Arms? Good to see you. Gabe, they love money. Yes, they do. And Tony T, what do you think they are changing? Changing with GitHub? Nothing yet. What will they change? I don't know. Might change the name. You know, you got to have MS in the name somewhere, you know. As far as that, I don't know. Probably some of the services and pricing structure. I mean, you know, obviously they're going to want to make some money with GitHub, and you know, they might change some of the different services offered and the pricing. I mean, it's Windows. Maybe they'll do like a home edition and a pro edition of GitHub. I mean, or subscription-based GitHub. GitHub 365. Yeah, sorry for the quietness, by the way. I've been trying to install Valet on Manjaro. Easy enough, just not used to doing it. Okay. Yeah, they're going to change. The new name is going to be Windows Hub. Soft Git, Micro Hub. I don't know. They probably, if they change the name, I wouldn't expect them to have Git in the name. Because, I mean, obviously, those of us Linux users, we know what Git is and use it all the time, but they may also want to promote the fact that, you know, anybody can host code there and not even have to really know anything about Git or how to use Git. You know, you just, you know, through their website upload stuff to a repository. MicroHub, yeah, something like that. It'll have MS in the name probably, and it might involve the word hub, but they probably drop the word Git. Because Git, I don't know. I mean, it's a free and open source project. Git is. I mean, that's open source software. Originally created, by the way, Git was by Linus Torvalds. That is kind of Linus Torvalds. You know what he is known for, of course, is he actually built the Linux kernel. But a lot of people don't realize that he actually built Git as well. Linus Torvalds. He's the one that developed Git. Let's see. Steve Gunnick. Watch they bork GitHub like they did Minecraft. I wasn't aware, actually, that Microsoft owned Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft, though. I see people talk about it all the time. But Git Studio? That's not a bad name. Let's see. Joel says, what do you think about Brian Lunduke's video on the GitHub Microsoft thing that came out today? I did catch a little bit of that. Nothing in his video really stood out to me as far as no groundbreaking news, or I mean, it's a lot of the same stuff people have already kind of rehashed at this point. You know, basically, you know, people are going to leave GitHub. We already know that. How many people are going to leave GitHub? Who knows? I think Brian was saying he expects, you know, like a quarter of the folks that actually have GitHub accounts to pack up and move to something like GitLab or Bitbucket or something else. That sounds like a reasonable number. I don't think GitHub is just going to die. I don't think like everybody's going to leave GitHub, because there's too many people out there that don't really care. You know, not everybody takes this stuff as seriously as some of us. But, you know, they'll lose a lot of people. A lot of people are going to move over to GitLab, which is the other website, actually, I was thinking about showing you guys. Let me see. Where is my... Because we showed you what was going on over at github.com. Let's go to gitlab.com. And let's go to their blog. Congratulations, GitHub, on the acquisition by Microsoft. Now, is that a real congratulations? I mean, are they really happy for GitHub? Or are they really happy for GitLab? That's what I want to know. Because I bet they are through the roof the folks over at GitLab, because I guarantee you their servers right now are melting down with all the people that are moving over to GitLab. Rating from GitLab.com. Congratulations to GitHub on their acquisition by Microsoft. This is validation of the growing influence of software developers in the world and the importance of modern DevOps. The software community owes a lot to GitHub, and that includes the GitLab community. GitLab was first developed on GitHub and found its first contributors through it. So the folks at GitLab, you know, originally they actually had some of their stuff hosted at GitHub. Let's see, yeah, getting some history. GitHub launched back in 2008, yada yada yada. Some of the great things they did. What does the Microsoft acquisition mean for the industry? Basically, the growing influence of software developers cannot be understated or overstated. I'm not sure exactly where you're going with that. Mention some stuff about some of the great stuff that Microsoft is doing, like Azure, Visual Studio. Okay, Azure and Visual Studio, I guess that's about the only great things Microsoft is doing these days. Anyway. Alright, yeah, so, yes, getting back to the Lunduk thing, yeah, he seemed really level-headed about it, and yeah, I agree that Microsoft will most likely name it VS Repository or whatever. Yeah. As far as Lunduk being level-headed about it, he probably, for those of you that don't follow Brian or know a lot of his history, Brian actually worked at Microsoft years ago. So he actually got his start working at Microsoft back in the Bill Gates era. So it's a DRM Hub. That's an interesting name, DRM Hub. Richard Stallman would love that. Digital rights management. He loves that stuff. Yeah, let's see. Dub H. Dara. I'm not sure if I pronounced that name right. Good to see you on the chat, though. Don't forget to add visual to all that. Visual DRM Hub. Yeah. MS Visual DRM Hub. Yeah, that's a great name. Add studio behind it, too. MS Visual DRM Hub Studio. I'm going to register that domain name. .com. Just in case Microsoft wants it. Let's see. Yeah, Gabe says, I watch Lunduk as well. His fears are founded. Yep. Joel says, yeah, Microsoft bought Mojang, the company behind Minecraft. Okay. 50K left over the last week. 50,000 people left GitHub in the last week. I believe it. I was one of them. I left, you know, one day early. But I bet now that the news is official, a lot of people. You're going to see hundreds of thousands over the next week. So, yeah, speaking of Minecraft, if you want to play a game like that, just try out Minetest. Free and open source alternative. Okay. Yeah, Gabe, does GitLab work like GitHub? Yeah, it's just another Git repo, basically, a Git host. Works the exact same way. You sign up for an account at GitLab, and then, you know, if you're doing everything, pushing, you know, your repos through the terminal, you just point them to your GitLab repo instead of your GitHub repo. Literally, you can move all your stuff from GitHub to GitLab within minutes. I mean, like 3 minutes. It just depends on how fast it takes to sign up for an account and get your email validation, you know. But as soon as you have your account, I mean, pretty much, you can go ahead and start pushing stuff to that repo and be done pretty quickly. Yeah, GitLab has had about 10 times their daily traffic today. Oh, yeah. And I wasn't kidding. I bet their servers are about to melt down from all the people moving over there. I mean, that was sincere. When they said congratulations to GitHub on the Microsoft acquisition, they were being for real there. They love it. This is the greatest thing that could ever happen to GitLab. So, yeah, GitLab has a native CI tool, which is kind of nice. Mohammed says, what do you think about OpenSUSE? Have you had a long time to use it before? I've looked at OpenSUSE a couple of times on the channel. I had a VM of Tumbleweed that I kept for a couple of months when I first started the channel. Used it off and on. OpenSUSE is a solid distro. I like it. Let's see, Joel says, that reminds me, did you see GitHub's Wikipedia page earlier today? Someone set active status to dead. It's unfortunately been changed back, but it was funny while it lasted. Yeah, GitLab had a serious influx. Yes, they did. OpenSUSE is a fine OS, says Present Arms. And Dub says, Azure is a dirty word, man. SUSE used to be really good back in the day. Yeah, that's still a good distro. Back in the day, it really became known as kind of like the KDE distro. Like if you really wanted a good KDE desktop experience, SUSE was kind of the distro you wanted to try out. Yeah, Present Arms still is good. It is a heavy distro though. Toss is in the chat. I wish MS would buy my channel so I can upgrade the office and start another Linux channel. But Toss, I don't think you would do another Linux channel. If you had it all to do over again, I think you would probably do food. A food channel. Or Linux and food, a combo channel. Mate and meatballs. Present Arms, LOL at Toss. Yeah. They should name it DT Hub so you can get some of that profit. You know what? I would like to say that I can't be bought by somebody like Microsoft, but you know what? Even I have a price. I've got a number in my head. If they ever came to me and said, hey, DT, we want to buy you out, they'd have to add some zeros to the check, but they could do it. Yeah, Ron Lees. SUSE and Memphis were two of the first to use KDE. Yep. And Toss, yes, I meant food. Visual Vengeance, Tux and Tortilla. That's not bad either. Let's see. Linux Fusion, Linux and Chips. Alright. Now, do I want to attempt this one more time? You know what? Let me pour another sip of beverage here. And very briefly, we will try a couple of more times here in Team Fortress 2. Yeah. Hamza says, hello, Derek. Hello, Hamza. Present Arms. I remember Red Hat using KDE 1 and Mandrake. Yep, Mandrake was a good distro back in the day. Eventually became Mandriva, which eventually became discontinued. Yeah. Dr. Cheeseburger says, hey man, back in the mid-90s, night all, 5:30 will be here soon. Apparently Lee's got to get up early. I got to get up kind of early. I won't be here too much longer, but good to see you, Lee. Dr. Cheeseburger, longtime fan and biggest fan. Very cool. All right. Let's pick one more different character here. I tried the Pyro, wasn't good at that. I tried the Heavy, wasn't very good at that. I tried the Scout, I wasn't very good at that. You guys suggested I tried the Soldier this time. Let's see how this goes. I'll try a couple of more rounds here of Team Fortress, and then we might come back to the chat. And I'll spend a few minutes chatting with you guys before we kill the stream. Not sure how long I'm going to stream tonight, but really didn't have anything set as far as a set time or a set plan. You guys know we kind of wing these things. Whatever happens, happens. It looks like I have some kind of rocket launcher or something.
You guys.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control point enabled. Move alert.
Okay, that's pretty cool. The rocket launcher. It's kind of hard to control, but oh, I got him. All right. Okay. This is a little strange. Because it's more of a long distance kind of guy. See, the Scout was really kind of up close and personal. This guy, I guess I really need to stay back and not be so all up in the action. Also, he runs really slow. I mean, he doesn't move very fast at all.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Alright. Got me another one. I've already fragged 2 people with this guy. Maybe this is my new character, guys.
Control point is being captured. Alert.
Oh, I got me another one. Oh, dang. Well, I'm definitely doing much better as the soldier than I ever did with the scout, the heavy, or the pyro. Alright, one more time.
Control point.
And then we'll close the evening with a little more chat. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna play.
Hey, there's
for
an
real
enemy
this
on the
time.
other side
I'm
of your
gonna try
teleport,
to
Gen X.
stay alive as long as I can. Well, staying alive as long as I can wasn't very long. But I do like that. That, I think, is going to be my new character. If I play this game again, if I try this again at some point, the soldier is definitely the one to do. It just seemed like that was a natural fit for me. I mean, I was able to kill, you know, like 3 or 4 guys in that, no problem, so. Now, one thing I will notice is I tried to kill Steam there, exit Steam, and it didn't want to close on me. I'm not sure what's going on there. I may actually have to kill it in a terminal. So I'm actually going to launch a terminal, X-kill. Okay, yep. Okay, I was able to kill it. I'm not sure what was going on there, but it took me a second to get that taken care of. Alright. Let me catch back up on some of the chat here. Yeah, present arms. It's 3:43 a.m. here. Alright. Visual Vengeance says it's 5:42 a.m. You guys are up early. Pedro, one thing about GitHub was that it was a central place to find open source code, apps, projects. Now we may lose that. Yeah, it seemed like everybody was on GitHub. That's what made GitHub GitHub. It's the Facebook effect. You use Facebook because everybody's on Facebook. Yeah, you hosted all your stuff at GitHub because everybody else was on GitHub. Not anymore, though. We're going to have a lot more competition in that arena now. Yeah, Visual says the scout played well. Yeah, that actually wasn't bad. Yeah, present arms. There's a lot of knee-jerk reaction about GitHub. Yeah, but it's well-founded. Yeah, you mentioned. Yeah, probably well-founded. Yeah, geez, Derek is going Baz crazy. Yeah. Let's see, Tony T. I can join you if you would like next time and cover you. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll play Team Fortress 2 again on a stream or not. You guys want to hit me up on Steam? I'm never on Steam. The only time I ever play on Steam is when I do these streams. So, I mean, that's like once every month, you know, I decide to game and I stream. But if you guys want to try to find me on Steam sometime, you guys know my username, Unaboner, UNABONER. Yeah, the soldier is the most diverse character. It can be fast, with rocket jumping, and push out quite some damage. Okay. Yeah, present arms, you're in the UK. Yeah, Paul says, love your channel. Thanks, Paul. Good to see you. I just registered msvisualhubstudio.com. Yeah, that's a great name. MS Visual Hub Studio. I hope they consider that. Because that is a Microsoft kind of name. I mean, that's the kind of naming they usually do with stuff. It's got to be like a whole bunch of words, and Microsoft has to be at the beginning, or MS has to be at the beginning. Yeah. Now what to put on it? Yeah, now that you've got the domain name, what you need to do is just put a for sale sign on it. That's all you need to do. It just basically says Sadia Nadella, contact me if you want this domain. Yeah, $3 million? Nah, don't let it go that cheap. Is my username MS like? Visual Vengeance? That's a little too aggressive for Microsoft. You know, they're trying to play nice these days because they heart Linux. So Anyway, let's go ahead. Any of you guys got anything to say? Now's the time. We're going to kill the stream here in a couple of more minutes. Alright. Anyway, Team Fortress 2, definitely... That was easily the game I've struggled with the most of any game I've tried on the channel. I was much better at CSGO. I was much better at Serious Sam 3. Some of the turn-based strategy stuff, West North, I wasn't horrible at. Zero AD, I was kind of bad at, but that was embarrassing, that Team Fortress 2. That was some pretty horrible gameplay. I mean, right now, there's a competitive gamer somewhere in Asia watching my stream, and he's laughing. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Tony says, laters. Yeah, glad you can stop by, Tony. Yeah, Gabe, time to sleep. 3 kids need to be in bed. Yeah, I need to get to bed, too. It's getting late. Getting very late here. Let's see. Microcrap, being nice. Right. Q1 Fiend, Qtile or Awesome? I kind of want to try one after seeing your series on them all. A good one to start with, either one actually. You'll find a little more out there about Awesome because it's a much more popular window manager. Awesome, it's a very popular tiling window manager and it's been around forever. One of the most popular window managers, actually. Awesome tiling window managers. Qtile, there's not much on there. On the internet about Qtile. When you do a search for Qtile, oddly enough, most of my videos about Qtile come up in the search because nobody really talks about Qtile. Nobody really knows about it. But I love it. And I certainly wouldn't want to discourage you from trying Qtile as a first tiling window manager. It is a really nice tiling window manager. But you know what you can do? You can try on both. It's not like you're installing a ton of dependencies with these window managers. They're very light. Install both. Play around in both of them. Awesome has some dependencies like Lua because it's written in Lua. But chances are you're probably already using some programs on your system that use Lua anyway. Qtile has some dependencies too, but they're Python. You already have Python on your system. Python's pretty much installed on every Linux distro. You've always got Python apps on your system. A lot of stuff is written in Python. Let's see. Yeah, Ice says, hi. Hey, Ice plays. Yeah, good to see you. And we're actually about to kill the stream here in a minute, but I'm glad you could join us right here at the end. Let's see. Joel says, have you ever done a live stream on Intel versus AMD? I have not. As far as CPUs, I use AMD for the most part. I typically buy AMD, but I'm sure Intel is fine. Me, I'm typically cheap, so AMD is usually a better value. So, but I have, I would have no problem running a machine with an Intel chip. As far as their companies, Intel has made some questionable decisions in the past. But they're not like evil companies, either Intel or AMD. They're not like Microsoft or Facebook or anything. So, but you were probably asking about hardware specifically. I've never really talked about the differences between Intel and AMD hardware. Probably not something I'd get into, because I don't actually own a machine with Intel. So it'd be tough for me to give you any kind of real-world experience on anything with Intel. Present Arms, I'll give you a game of BC Flag one day. Alright. Visual Vengeance. Next time you game on stream, you should try out Zonotic. Yeah. Now, Zonotic I would be okay in, because I've actually tried Zonotic before. Again, years ago. But Zonotic, that particular kind of capture the flag game is my kind of game. Like, it wouldn't be horrible watching me play something like that. I would kind of know what's going on in that game. Yeah, Gabe says I'm running JWM, Joe's Window Manager, as his daily driver. Very cool. Let's see, Q1 Fiend. Thanks, DT. I think both really was the answer. Great stream as always. Awesome. Yeah, Dan Sniggles. Microslop will never catch the penguin, if that's saying something. William Armstrong says hi. Hi, William. I was actually just about to end the stream, but I'm glad to see you. Yeah, Joel, currently using Intel CPU in my workstation, but yeah, Intel has been questionable as of late. Yeah, I've had my eye on AMD. Yeah, I would really like to buy a machine with one of the new Ryzens. I would love. Yeah, I can't afford it, but I would love to get a Threadripper. Yeah, I can only imagine how fast, you know, some of the video rendering I do because of this channel, how much quicker that would be on something like a Threadripper. You know, some of the video rendering that I do now that sometimes can take, you know, an hour or more would probably be a matter of minutes on some of that hardware. Yeah, Ice says, I am late because my phone was dead. Huh. Present Arms. In fairness, Intel does a lot for Linux. Yes, they do. William Armstrong, how are you? I'm doing fine, William. It's been a good day. This is the end of the day for me. It's been a long day, but I can't complain. Paul, XFCE fan here. Yeah, we all like XFCE. It's a fine desktop environment. Yeah, Joel, Threadripper would be amazing. Yes, if I had the money. Present Arms is a Trinity fan, yeah? Love the Trinity desktop as well. And Switch to Linux. Yo, I know you were leaving, but hi. Hey, Switched. Good to see you. You guys should definitely check out Tom at Switch to Linux. You guys want another good channel to follow? Let's see, William. I am fine myself. Good to hear it. Let's see. Apparently Tom has a Ryzen 5 1600. It's awesome. Very cool. Probably my next machine will be a Ryzen. That's my plan anyway. I'm not planning on buying one like tomorrow or anything, but the next time I decide to go ahead and buy a new desktop, a new tower. I usually do AMD chips anyway, so. Yeah, Gabe, you already watched Switch to Linux? Very cool. It's got some great content. Yeah, also, it is cheap, yes. I had to buy. Your other one blew up? Yeah, that's usually what I do. I usually wait till my stuff starts failing before I buy anything. That's what I had to do with that video card I bought, that NVIDIA 1060 that I had to buy a month or two ago. It's because I had an NVIDIA 760 that I had for 4 or 5 years, and it just really started crapping out on me all of a sudden, to where I actually had to go buy a video card, you know. It's usually what I do. Is when things start failing, then I replace it. Yeah, do I have a Discord server? Yes, I do. I'm actually not sure. Do I have it linked on my channel? I used to have it linked on my channel page. Let me see. If you go to my channel, the YouTube channel page, and go to About, is the Discord channel in here? It is not. But as soon as I end this stream, I will put it here. So about, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes after I end this stream, you will see it on this page. I'm going to make a note of that, and I'm going to be sure to put my Discord server here. I'm not in that Discord channel very often. I check into it, I don't know, a couple of times a week, spend a few minutes. There's usually a crowd there, though. There's actually a few people that check in there all the time, even though, like I said, I don't hang out there that much. I just don't have the time. I'm not home much to sit in a Discord server. You know, I have a full-time job. So, but we do usually have a pretty good crowd in that server every time I join it. There's a few people chatting in there, so. Yeah, Present Arms. I build Trinity-based Linux distro. That's right, yeah. Matter of fact, you guys that are interested in Present Arms distro, I reviewed it a few videos back. What video was that? This one here, checking out Ben's Custom Manjaro and Present Arms PC Linux OS Trinity. So you guys should definitely check out that video. It was a very nice distro, PC Linux OS with the Trinity desktop environment. Yeah, he's posting his link in the chat too. You know what? Let me make you a moderator there, Present Arms, and then you can actually post a link that they can click on. That way you don't have to add all the spaces. Alright guys, yeah, Paul is on a Vaio laptop, a Sony Vaio, yeah. Yeah, there is a link to the Discord on the picture heading. Okay, I thought I'd put it somewhere. So let me. Yeah, in the heading here. Yep. No, I'd got rid of it because I needed to make room for other stuff. Mastodon, Diaspora, LibrePay. The thing with the channel header is really after 5, it gets kind of screwy. It doesn't want to show like the icons, you know, if you add more than 5 links. So I only have, you know what? I'm stupid. The About page, go to the About page, scroll all the way down to the bottom, right here, Discord. There you go. So it is on the About page. Right up under Mastodon, you see Discord. Right above my subreddit, DistroTube and the subreddit. So there you go, guys. So we've got that taken care of. Alright. Yeah, so you got the link now. Still not clickable. You didn't add the HTTP, but they can figure out that part. But now we have the link to Present Arms, his distro, trinity.mypclinuxos.com. Okay. Yeah, Paul says, have a great night. Same to you, Paul. Well, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream, guys. I just want to thank everybody that's still hanging out here. Ice Plays, good to see you. I think this was your first time on the chat. Hope you come back. Paul, same to you. Present Arms, good to see you, buddy. Ron, Tom over at Switch to Linux, you guys be sure to check out his channel. William Armstrong still hanging out in the chat with us. Before I go, do need to give a quick shout out to all my patrons, my Patreon supporters. AK, Ron, Mr. Neely Pops, John, Brian, Carl, Greg, Carlos, Rob, Matt, Darkwin, Mark, Christian, Jake, Benjamin, Stephen B, Stephen Z, Marcus, Interceptor, Bob, Leor, Omar, Silvio, David, Alex, Bruno, Mike, Daniel, Nick, Eduardo, David, Tony, Michael, Tiedemann, Tubella, and Dan. You guys are awesome. You guys help make this show possible. And before I go, yeah, thank you, Dan, for the super chat. You're awesome, buddy. Says, hey, DT, always good chatting with you. And here's a little something to help with coffee. Appreciate that, buddy. Alright, guys. And we're going to kill the stream. Peace, guys. Take it easy.